Hi, this is the second and final part of solving equations with variables on both sides. It is also the last video on solving equations, at least just solving equations. This isn't to say that for the rest of the year we're not going to be doing it, because basically the rest of the year when we solve equations it's going to have stuff to do with this. So this isn't the end of this section of the topic of solving equations, it's actually just the end of explaining how to do it. Here we go. Got a good one for you. How do we solve an equation with a variable on both sides when we have to distribute on one side? Well, we distribute on one side and then deal with the problem. Here we go. One way of doing it is this. We're going to rewrite, or we're just going to write the equation. And we'll start with bound sign. Okay, here we go. I'm going to rewrite. My first step is this. I want to make both sides look nice. Over here, I have to distribute. So we're going to distribute. I'm going to multiply both items by 3. Oh, that's be 2x. Is equal to 4x plus 19. 3 times 2 is 6x plus 33 is equal to 4x plus 19. That's the first step. You have to distribute. There's no way of getting around it. Next, I'm going to do what I think is right. I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to minus 4x from both sides, because I'm going to move the x to the other side. Because over here, it's completely gone now. That's always the point. We don't want x on both sides. We only want x on one side. It's equal to 19. 2x plus 33 is now equal to 19, so I'm going to rewrite. Opposite of positive 33 is negative 33, so I'm going to minus 33 from both sides. Or add negative 33. Let's go add negative 33. This is 0. 2x equals, let's see, positive and negative. There's more negatives, so that's going to win. And, well, we're subtracting because they're both different from each other. So let's start this up a little bit. Okay. Well, looking at this, let's see. 33 minus 19. Let's see. 3 minus 9 is too small. 13 minus 9 is 4. 1. So we have negative 14. 2 times x. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. X equals negative 7. Okay. We're going to take that problem. Well, we think it's x equals 7. If we think that's the solution, we should check our answer. To plug in negative 7 plus 11 is equal to 4 times negative 7 plus 19. So ignore one side and let's just work on one side. Order of operations, we do what's inside the parentheses first. So inside of there, to be times or add first. Order of operations says to multiply first. Negative 14 plus positive 11 should be negative 3. 3 times negative 3 is 9. Negative 9. So whatever we end up with on this side, it should equal negative 9. Let's check. 4 times negative 7 is negative 28 plus 19. Negative 28 is negative because it's negative 28. Plus positive 19 is positive, so we get negative 9. Sure enough, that's good. So we've checked our answer. So now we're using a few things. We're distributing on both sides. So we're combining like terms on this side of the equation. And then we're solving it with a variable on both sides. And then it's a two-step equation. So it's a lot of different things all rolled into one to get an answer of x equals negative 7. Second example, last one. We're only doing 2 examples in this video. Okay, well, 4 times x minus 5, then minus 5, is equal to 6x plus 7.4 minus 4x. Looks like a good one. Just because I know it's going to be a long problem, we're going all the way down. I'm going to rewrite. And change that plus into a minus, that minus into a plus, that one into a plus, that into a plus. Because now if you look, -5 and -5, don't make that 0. This is inside the parentheses, so we have to distribute first. Notice I'm not doing anything on the other side. I'm focusing on this side first. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times -5 is -20. Plus -5. Got 20 negatives, 5 more negatives. So it should be -25 over there. So we have 4x plus -25. So that's all over there. Now let's look over here. We don't have to distribute, but we should rearrange. 6x plus -4x plus 7.4. So it's kind of like you're doing 2 simplified problems at the same time. Like combining like terms, we're doing that at the same time. But really we're just keeping it on one equation. 6x plus -4x is, well, that's 2x plus 7.4. I'm just going to rewrite it again. So when it's all said and done, here's the equation we have. I'm going to rewrite just so we can keep track of that. Well, you know me, I like to keep things easy. I got 4x's over here, 2x's over here, so I'm going to take 2x away from both sides. So I'm going to minus. This is equal to 0. So I have 2x plus -25, and I'm keeping those parentheses on it just to make it look good. It's equal to 7.4. I'm going to rewrite. Well, the opposite of -25 is +25. 0. Remember, this is 0.0, 25.0. So we're just going to add together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry to 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 2x should equal 32.4. Going to rewrite one last time. 2x should equal 32.4. Let's divide by 2, right? Well, 32 divided by 2 is 16. And 0.4, well, 4 divided by 2 is just 2, so it's 16.2. So we're done. This should be the answer, unless I mess something up, which I'm sure we'll see in a minute, because we're gonna plug it back in. Lots of stuff. Look, now I'm dealing with decimals. I had to distribute. I had to rearrange. We've got all this craziness happening in one problem. So we're taking our time, doing it one step at a time. Hi, I'm Mr. Von Boltenstern. And you know that little last part where I'm like, we're taking our time? Yeah, I messed up. So, that will not be in the bloopers part because I sat here for about 5 minutes trying to figure out what I did wrong. I figured it out. Don't forget that -5 because it'll mess you up. And that's what happened to me. So, we're going to do it the correct way. I'm not going to show how I did it wrong. We're just going to, yeah, I forgot that -5 and basically messed up the whole problem. If you mess up the check, you might have the right answer, because I was looking over here and that wasn't the problem. I messed up right here in the check. So I think it's pretty funny. We're plugging 16.2 in because that is definitely the answer, unlike what I was thinking about 5 seconds ago. 16.2. Okay, here we go. Order of operations. I'm just going to go for it. 16.2 minus 5 is 11.2. And we still got that -5 on the outside. Don't lose that, because that's what messed me up. 4 times 11.2, I worked it out right here. 11.2 times 4 is 44.8. Minus 5. What does that equal to? Well, we're not taking anything away from the decimal part. I'm just taking 44 minus 5, which turns out to be 39, and then the 0.8 just gets tacked onto it. So, oh, bless me. So, that's that side. Here we go, now the other side. 6 times 16.2, I did right here. I got 97.2, and yep, I already worked all this out already, so I'm not going through it again. Plus 7.4 minus 4 times 16.2, which is over here. So we got 64.8. 2 plus 4 is 6. 7 plus, and then we got the decimal. 7 and 7 make 4, carry to 1. 104.6 minus 64.8. Okay? And over here we'll subtract. I had to borrow to get 8. 3, had to borrow again to get 33. And basically ended up with 39.8. And that is definitely equal to 39.8 over here. Lots of decimal rules. I forgot that -5, which I think is hilarious. So after working it out, we've come to the conclusion that my check is correct. And so x has to be equal to 16.2. Yeah, the part you're not seeing is I forgot that -5 and I messed up the check. If you mess up the check, guys, it will give you, it will say, well, it won't work. But if you redo the check and hopefully do it correctly, you'll be fine. So that's it for this. Have a great day. This is the last video on equations. Have a great time.